He was just 16, tall, strong, talented, NFL bound. One accusation, one lie, and everything shattered. The courtroom didn't care. The media didn't ask questions. His future vanished overnight. She said he raped her. He said he didn't. The world chose her because no one ever thinks. She might be lying. Long Beach, California, 2002. Brian Banks was a rising football star at Long Beach Polytechnic High School, a school known for producing NFL legends. He had just received a verbal commitment from USC. His name was being whispered in NFL draft circles at 16. Then, one day in the school hallway, his life took a turn he never saw coming. Winetta Gibson, a fellow student, claimed Brian raped her on campus. No witnesses, no evidence, just her word and his silence. Brian was arrested immediately. He was stunned, confused, terrified. He told his mother he was innocent. He told the police. He told the court. But his lawyer gave him a choice: fight and risk 41 years to life in prison, or take a plea and do a few years. A 16-year-old boy faced with a life sentence if he stood by the truth. So he did what so many do in fear. He took the plea: 6 years in prison, 10 years of probation, registered sex offender for life. He lost his freedom, his career, his name, and no one questioned her, while Brian sat behind bars. Winetta and her mother sued the Long Beach Unified School District. They claimed the school failed to protect her. They won a settlement of $1.5 million. She lied and profited. The media ran her story. The community believed her. Brian's name faded into disgrace. But behind those prison walls, Brian held on to one thing: the truth. Then, in 2011, nearly 10 years later, Brian got a message on Facebook. It was from Winetta Gibson. She wanted to reconnect. Said she was glad things turned out okay. Brian was stunned. She acted like nothing had happened. But he saw something in her message, an opportunity. So he contacted the California Innocence Project and hired a private investigator. Then he set the trap. They met in person, in a private office, hidden cameras rolling. At first, she was casual. Then she admitted it. "Did I really do it?" Brian asked. Winetta looked him in the eye and whispered, "No, you didn't." She said her mother pressured her, that they were afraid of losing the money if she told the truth. She confirmed everything, but when asked to say it in front of officials, she refused. "I don't want to lose the money," she said. The money was more important than his life. With that recording, the California Innocence Project went to court. And in 2012, after 10 years, the judge did what should have been done a decade earlier. He exonerated Brian Banks. The conviction wiped. The registry cleared. Brian was finally free. But how do you rebuild a life that's been shattered? He had lost his prime years, his scholarships, his trust in everything. He tried to go back to football, but the world had moved on. So why did Winetta do it? Psychologists point to antisocial behavior traits: manipulation without remorse, lying for personal gain, exploiting systems meant to protect real victims. She wasn't just seeking attention. She was seeking money, sympathy, and power. And the scariest part? She showed no signs of guilt. Not in court, not in interviews, not even when the truth came out. She vanished from the public eye. No charges, no jail time, no consequences. Brian now speaks across the country. He works with the wrongfully convicted, and he tells his story not for pity, but for change. Because for every Brian, there could be dozens more, still sitting behind bars, still waiting for someone to believe them. And here's the terrifying truth. She almost got away with it. And if she hadn't sent that message, she probably would have. So ask yourself, how many people are in prison because someone lied? And how many dark minds are still out there, untouched, unchallenged, and completely believable? Subscribe to Inside Criminals' Minds. We're exposing the stories that go deeper than headlines, the lies that destroyed lives, and the minds most people fear to face. Because in the world of true crime, the The scariest criminals don't always carry weapons. Sometimes they just speak